Right then and there. Chiwa. Makoye. Let me situate this camera a little bit farther out. Yes. Koye. I welcome you to this transmission of spirit, yes? This communication about Christ consciousness, that inner Christos. God is not outside yourself, holy ones. You are a creation of Creator. God is within. Machiwa. Yes! Holy ones, guardian angelic nations. Some of you are coming from those Pleiades, that Lyran star system. That Sirius B. What's up, homies? Spiritual gangsters, yeah. Live in living color. How you doing? Coming on in, more indigos coming on in. Priest kings, that's what they called you back in Atlantis, holy ones. You lived, you incarnated then, you recycled your spirit again there in that memoir, that Akashic record. We represent still Atlantis, the Lemurian priest. We are these trailblazers, these wayshores. How you doing in your spiritual journey? Yeah, let me bring this in closer. Put on my spectacles. Uchiwa. Oops, wrong side. I'll get this working good. All right, wow, already elixir vision. What's up, Vato? What's up, Meko? Awesome. Chiwa. Butterflies in the house. Sylvia Cole in the house. Daphne B. Wow, Lola, K and G. A lot of regulars, homies. Much respect to Mickey. I Am Affirmations by Aaliyah Tiffany. Kimberly Level. Sorry if I butcher your names, you guys. Much respect, Ron Blades. God bless us all. And we are all part of that creation, part of that almighty, you would say, unified consciousness that the Guardians called the Unicide. It was God, creator, the only creator, only one creator is there in creating those other species, other beings, other animals, other worlds. It is God that downstepped itself. God said, I want to create. I want to explore my own consciousness. So it shall be done. God downstepped itself, created itself a realm called the Akkadic sound field, Holy One. God is not light yet. God is still creating those first levels of itself in the sound fields, columnar waves. These are primordial, primal. They come before light. Not to say it's good or bad. You would say God is all good and bad. Creator created all. Nothing came outside of Creator, went outside. No creations went outside of Creator. You can't be outside omnipresence, Holy One. Even though you use that word despairingly. Everywhere means everywhere, not some places. God is all. God is everywhere. Everywhere! God is all, not some. Some will say that demons and fallen angels and serial killers are not part of God. Hello? Did you get the lesson, batos? Oh! Chiwa. A-L-L. Capital A-L-L. not S-O-M-E, some. So when you talk about Christ, consciousness, yes? First realize we're coming from a space of awe. Makaya. Sinners, what's that? Oh, that's that religious concept that places creation, that places creators' creations outside itself. Oh, that's an ignorance, that's a distortion. Makaya. God is all, God is everywhere, God created all, including fallen angels and sinners, if you want to call them sinners, or bad guys, good guys, plants, animals, all that. Guess what, holy ones? You're part of that all. You are all. Religion will tell you you're not all. Oh, wow, you just said creator was everywhere and everything and creator created all. But now you're making exceptions. And you're in the same sentence. Oh, make up your mind. Is God everywhere or not everywhere? Is God everything? Did God create everything? If you remember, the fallen angels were once good. Yes. Did you forget that one part? Those fallen angels weren't always fallen. They were still then creations of creator. They're still now creations of creator, just a distorted part. It's in a distorted state of consciousness that needs to heal. Go heal, holy ones, and return to source, God. Return. What do you mean return? You never left God. You're always with God. When we say return, what we're talking about is your memory of returning, of being the part of the one, part of the all. Hey, no disrespect to any of you believers, any type of religions. No disrespect, holy ones. Our path, our walk, our speak is all are one, all are God, all are united. Union. The Guardians call it the unified field, which you call, beautiful birds, which you call everywhere and all, omnipresent. The Guardians call the unified field. There's that word again, unified, together in God, not separate from God, because religions represent a dark principle. Religions bring you fear. There's no fear in God. Well, apparently, distorted versions of God, there's fear and guilt and shame. Okay, so just realize that the conversation isn't about unity consciousness, but that's part of this. It's part of it, not the main topic, but I just described to you unity consciousness. All are one, all are God, all are creations of God, we're all God. We're creator, we're part of the unified field, and the Guardians break it down, the physics of creation. Okay, they're directly you would say connected to the all one. They remember it. Their DNA represents it. They got it open, activated. So they're bringing this memory. Our record, our heritage is God. So they're returning it to earth. Christos. Now get used to this term because that's what we represent here on Christos Avatar. We talk about Christ, yes. The ancient word, the original word the Guardians use is Christos. We're not trying to twist any believer's information, knowledge, religion. We're bringing what the original words, remember sound, God was sound before light. Okay, in the original words, it's important to speak. Speak, the original word is Christos. Machiwa, holy ones, you are all Christos avatars. You just have to remember, there we go again with that memory. You who are preaching and damning other people, you don't remember all are God. You don't speak it, you don't walk it, you certainly don't represent it. Okay, and that's okay. Because we don't judge, but you judge. And that's what the Christos is returning once again, non-judgment. What Jeshua represented. Jeshua, tonight's topic, Christos, Christ consciousness. Definitely Jeshua was part of that Christ consciousness. That's why they called him the Christ. But in the original tongue, it would be Christos, Jeshua Christos. Hey, what's your name? John, Timmy, Alice, Susan? Susan Christos. Indigo Christos. Starman Christos. Fabian Christos. We're all Christ beings. We're all this consciousness where it's whether you guys listen to this very carefully, whether you remember or not, all humans are Christos. All humans come from the 12th dimensional race beings, Lyran feline hominids called Christos. That's where we come from. It's in your DNA. You don't have the Christos, you're not human. Oh, you're Christos, you remember your 12 strand. This is a spiritual awakening, and we are remembering. Oh, it's something that happens very personal inside yourself. You're part of this. That's why God is not outside. Creator, Christ, Christos is inside Vatos. Okay? The distortion of the New Age movement, the distortion of religions, is that Makoye. They're against this principle. Religions are against Christos. It's called anti-Christos. Well, then you scratch your head and start to think, well, what's the deal with religions then? We talk about that in great detail here. We're not going to do it tonight, but realize that if you're very interested in that topic, why don't you check out some of the other hundreds of videos here on this Chiwa transmission. Remember, Christos, because it's returning to earth. Makaya, as promised, Christ returning to earth. This consciousness is awakening within all of you, part of the unified field, part of the unisci, part of the Christos, part of God. We're all part of that guard. All you gotta do is activate it. All you gotta do is do the spiritual work, homie. Open your Templar. We're not talking about Knights Templar. We're talking about the Templar of your spiritual anatomy. The Hindus call it chakra. Okay? These are vortices. Oh, what's a vortice? It's a stargate to another heavenly realm. Look at this heart. You know, this heart chakra? That's taking you to the fourth dimension of reality. Your consciousness is perceiving the fourth dimension of reality. Not if you got it closed. You imagine a sphere. That's what a chakra, a wheel, a vortex. Imagine it open. Well, yours isn't open if you don't see from your heart. If you don't see and perceive from the fourth dimension. That means this whole vortex is closed. You have to open it through spiritual technique, consciousness, realization, meditation. Okay? We're becoming masters of consciousness. We're becoming masters of energy. You look at all those hippies, you think they're weird and stuff. What are those people doing, really? Man, we're connecting to those energies. They are real. Are you listening to my lips? You feel this energy. It's not imagination. Hear me again. This invisible, subtle energy, you feel it. It's undeniable. And while someone's preaching at you, damning you, and telling you that doesn't exist, that's Lucifer, that's evil, hello. Step back from that negative, dark polarity. Hello, you, Amachiwa, are experience it. They're gonna try to deny your experience and damn it, or you call demonize it. They're trying to demonize this true, real experience. Okay? They don't understand. They don't learn that in religion. You're not going to learn about chakra and about consciousness and spirituality and those realms. Those are not in the same vocabulary. Your vocabulary is putting down women. Oh, it came out of the godly male. What? But your sons and daughters come out of women, but you put down the godly, the female. You are supposed to fear God. That is vampire. When you put someone in fear, you see their face in anger, that's trying to put you in a lower state, a crouching state, a less state, a low state, and blind worship and subservience to what? Mokoya. Stand up, Holy One. Stand up, Christian. Stand up, Christos. You are part of God. You are God. It is not blasphemy. It's not a sin to say it with me, Vatos. You Christos ones. You know this. You say it with me if you want to. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. 3 times. It's called an affirmation. You feel it, you become it. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Machiwa! You don't have to say Machiwa, but you know. Excuse me. I had to face this way because I have to go back to the tent. And I need a drink of water. I'll catch up your comments. Give me a moment. At the intro, this is the intro. It all comes out, Pato. And I want you guys to know, this is day number 6 of being sober. No smoking. No smoking. This is all true, raw consciousness. It's all flowing. It's a flow. I just wanted, because some of you appreciate that. And some of you mock me if I'm smoking. Well, hello, I'm not smoking anymore. And I do that for my own personal reason, because I don't want to, I want to have perfect health. Part of perfect health is stop putting inflammation into my lungs. It's not the medicine, it's the smoke. What is smoke? Okay, so we don't want that smoke in my lungs. So this is day number 6. And guess what, you guys? Even at my own surprise, I don't miss it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not looking for a lighter, a pipe, or the medicine. I'm not putting it down. I still will say that activates you. It will open you up. If you don't have lung issues like me, it's up to you. Use it sparingly. Use it and I advise you. You don't have to listen to whatever I say, right? But I advise you to do it alone. If anything, do it in a quiet time. Man, it's not time to party, vatos. When you take the medicine, do you respect what I'm telling you? I have been telling you. Well, just understand me from this point of view, guys. The medicine is sacred. If it came from freaking Nibiru, I don't care, because that activates your chakra. Are you a priest? Are you a priest? Do you know how to heal? If there's something bad in the cannabis, put your hand over it. Put your palm chakra over it. Do you know Reiki? Are you a practitioner? Do you know how to remove negative, you would say, not good for you energies? Okay, are you hearing the message? If there's something you're worried about in your food, in your water, in anything, purify. Okay? You don't need a middleman. You don't need a priest, a pope, a preacher. We got enough preachers preaching. No, you have direct connection. Remember, you are God. Machiwa, you realize this within yourself. Inner Christ, inner Christos, inner God. There's nothing out here. What is all this? This is energy. This is a projection of energy, your consciousness. Energy is consciousness. Consciousness is energy. And some of you want source. I always give it. Every single live, I tell you the source. Ashiana Dean. Spell it. Write it down. Ashiana. Say it again. Ashiana. Ashiana Dean. That's not her name. Dean is no longer. That's her former marriage name. But we still call her Ashiana Dean because that's how you find the material. And there's something to talk about that tonight. We'll talk about that and what's going on with one of the biggest channels that was showing her content is gone. And we'll talk about that from 2 points of view. Okay? So, but we're going to continue this. Let's go get my water. I'm really thirsty. I got to go. There's the truck over there. Kuchima. I'm boondocking in nature. This is my backyard. What's up? There's a mountain. beautiful, majestic desert out here. See that path? That's my path journey. This spirit took me out into this nature. Not forever. I'm still waiting on a response from the house, maybe a day or two. I didn't know it took a week. It takes about a week. So I sit here patiently, cooking my alkaline food, preparing my vessel, my temple to, okay, listen, think about this, guys. You want Christ consciousness, right? Inside you. I mean, it's, okay, let's say this. It's inside all humans. It's in your DNA. Ascension techniques are bringing that out. You're awakening it. You're bringing the Christ within you, awakening it. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're learning how to do that, and you do that through Ashanadine techniques from the Guardian materials. They're called the Freedom Teachings, not the Bible, not some religion that says it's okay to commit suicide, to harm your enemy, not someone telling you to go kill your own son. Abraham, murder your son. What? Okay, Lord. Okay, you don't have no beings like this in Christos. Okay, Hindu gods, you got beings, these alien beings eating humans and cutting off their heads. Hello, you got Greek gods, you got other fake creator gods, Roman gods, all these gods. There's only one. As soon as you start saying and talking to about gods, hello, anti-Christos. Those are anti-Christos, against law of one. That's why I had to mention law of one at the beginning. All are one. All are united in God. Now we got that taken care of. Now you understand all humans are part of the Christos. It's part of our DNA, homie. We break it down here at Christos Avatar. Have you seen my 15-dimensional time matrix diagram that shows all the spheres within the spheres within the spheres of the creation within God? You think there's only earth, heaven, and hell? No, vatos, there's a lot more. And we're going to talk about that tonight. So you got incentive to watch this show to the end, okay? It's time, you guys, for all of us to awaken, and we're awakening together. We have nothing. We are not judging religion. Religion judges everybody. Law of one or not law of one, homie? Law of one? Let's see you speak it. Don't preach at people. Preach unity then. If you want to preach unity. Tell people you're not separate from God. You're one with God. That's the message. That's 2023. That's Christos. That's freedom. That's why these are called the Freedom Teachings, vatos. What's up? I put some peanuts for Peanut. And I put a piece of cheese for him today. Wait, I've never given him cheese before. Because I can't eat cheese on an alkaline diet, so I'm giving him my cheese. The Black Widow, she's going to come out in about an hour. Well, hour and a half when it's real dark. It's locked. So let's just go inside my tent for now. Let's just do it. Let's start blessing ourselves with this incense. Don't use stick incense, holy ones, please. I know it's cheap. It's easy to get. Don't use it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you some tips. If you're hearing, okay, are you hearing the transmission? This is spirit speaking. Hello. We all have these connections, homies. It's within you. Remember, all humans. You look at some human and judge it. Oh, you're judging Christos. You're judging God. Machiwa. God doesn't judge. You do. The humans judge. The lost, confused, distorted humans. That's who judges. That's who's full of anger and preaching at you. You're going to go into the lake of fire. Wow, bro. Wow, sister. Really? Wow. You're full of such wonderful inspiration. Your doctrine, your whatever you want to call it, is pretty malevolent. Break out the selfie tripod. What's up, homie? Level ground in my tent. Let's find some level ground. Now all those immature spiritual people who are saying, oh, he's just on drugs. Chiwakaya. Those people are stuck way down in 3D, dude. They got a lot of technique to do. They got a lot of healing to do. Have fun, Vato. Not on drugs, homie. This is a Kochiwa. And by the way, Christos Avatar, I've been on here for a few years, homie. I'm still speaking the same message, just a different vibration. Yeah, this is all, you guys remember, this is part of 420. Part of my, this is right in with topic. This is right in with topic. 420, the date, for April 20. I saw Christos. I saw it looks like. I saw it speak. I saw it, what you call morph. These beings don't have one shape. Okay? I don't just mean to say beings. I mean anything above density 3, that's crystal silicate body form. Anything in crystal, those are archangels, by the way, and beyond. Archangels, avatars, and holy rishi. Those are all makaya, within light, within, well, no, I made a mistake. That's not what I meant. These are all higher selves of you existing now. So as a psychic being, we're learning to open, not close. We're learning to open, open, open. And you want to open the Christos one. There's the 12th one. Okay, that's why it's important to get your chakra right, honey. Not 7. That's New Age. Go to Google and type in chakra. Go ahead, check. What you're going to see is a bunch of freaking New Age distortion. There ain't 7 chakra, honey. There's 15. But humans, the Christos, have 12. Not 7. You're getting shortchanged, Machiwa. That's why you're coming to the codes. The Christos codes, Machiwa. Coming from the Guardians, Speaker Ashiana Dean, the original speaker, Makaya. Still the original speaker. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's gross. But I needed this drink very bad. Oh, man. Huh. I have this fan, but I don't have my generator. I'm not going to use my generator right now. But it uses... Oh, I know how to do this. Okay. I'm going to put a multi-outlet into it. Give me a second, guys. I just want to take care of this real quick. I finally got a little fan, but I also have this battery pack. Wait, let's turn it on. Let's turn this on, and that should go on. Actually, wait. I got to do this right. I'm going to plug this guy in to my battery pack, since the battery pack only has one outlet. Now I'm going to connect the multi-outlet to the one outlet, so I can have my light and my fan. But who knows how long this little battery, I don't know if it's little. Let's see how long it lasts with one fan and one light. So far, it's not working. Come on, Bato. Okay, AC. What's up, man? Okay, now it's on. Maybe we don't need the light yet. All right. Okay, guys. Now let's turn on this little fan. Because I'm hot. What the shit? I guess you got to plug it in first, huh? That would help. What the shit? Oh, I don't have it plugged in. I got something else plugged in. Give me a break. Okay, now we're on business. Oh man, that makes a big difference. Thank goodness. Okay guys, sorry about that. Technical, we're going live, so it happens like that sometimes. Oh yeah, that's a lifesaver, that little fan. Woo! I can't, whoa guys. Isabel, E1T1, Christopher Velez, we are. Together we stand. You said it, Holy One. Greetings, Hughes Deluxe. Thank you for being a member, Holy One. Law of One, you know what's up. Thomas knows what's up. Palo Santo. Yes, that's a wood. That's not stick incense, that's wood. There's nothing added to this. This is good. So glad you asked that. Sing? Well, it's always good to have the what do you call it? It's actually a piece from a larger Lyran song. You know, Lyran is extraterrestrial. It's a star system. Okay, we learn the Lyran language because a lot of us starseeds are Lyran. You know why? Because this is the Lyran planet. Did you notice the large sphinx over at the Giza Plateau? The giant extraterrestrial lion face being, lion creature being. That's Lyran, homie. What's up? This is our planet. That's why there's a lot of Lyran starseeds here. Now it's too fast or too. This little thing doesn't go like this and rotate it. So anyways. I need my Carmex. Put some Carmex in. Just real quick. But yes, you guys, and we talk about the Lyrans because they're coming here. They're here. They're working with us. We see them. When you open your higher chakra, you see them. You see yourself at those higher levels. I'm like in the sun a lot. I get a lot of my skin. And so this Lyran song is called, you know, the actual race. You don't just say Lyran because that's the name of the star system. But the name of the actual race is called Anuhazi. Okay? Anuhazi. And so the language is called Anuhazi. The Lyran Anuhazi language, the Lyran language is called Anuhazi. The people, the Lyran people are called Anuhazi. What's being represented in the Egyptian plateau, that's us. In the future, that's Christos. And I just want to say, before I forget, the Guardians, we spell Christos, Christ, with a K. Not to be weird and change shit. We're not changing nothing. That's the original language. And quite frankly, go to Google and put which language, or you could say which languages spell Christ with a K. Go ahead and check. It's not weird. It's okay to spell it with a K because that's what other languages do. And the Anuhazi spell it with the Kryst. Some people will change the Y to an I, but most of Ashiana's material spells it with the Y. So I spell it with the Y, and I remember it as Christos. So, the teachings, this memory is returning to Earth. We're getting it. I met Ashiana in 2010. at the Phoenix workshop. It was some sliders. I forgot which sliders. I think it might have been sliders 10. But we also went to the Biosphere in Tucson, Arizona. So that was an awesome chance for me to get to meet, get to into the material. I learned the Kathara. I was certified at the workshop because, man, that was a whole weekend. And while she wasn't speaking, you were doing other activities if you wanted to. So I learned it in person, dude. They even had videos and shit. And it was really awesome. Everyone was freaking blessed and wanting to help and teach. And there was at least a few hundred people. I met Carrie Cassidy there. I walked up to her, said hello. I didn't have a conversation with her, but because there was a lot of people wanting to talk to Carrie Cassidy. And she's the one that put us all together, the interview with Ashiana. So I just want to say, because it's new drama now. It's new drama talking about how this YouTube channel called Emerald Covenant has been removed. The proper word would mean banned for violating copyright trademark. Now, we all have different ideas and opinions about that. Quite frankly, this is Ashiana's work. What can you say? How can you argue that? If she wants to stop people from using her work, she has every right, every legal right. She is, you could say, a top person in the Guardians. Okay? She has every right to throw copyright. When my channel was first beginning, I got her doing that to me too. But I didn't do what other people are doing. This person, Emerald Covenant, whoever they are, I love you. We're not judging you, Holy One. Simply, whoever this is, they were uploading every single day, at least 12 hours of video content. I wasn't watching it all the time, but that's what they were doing. Okay? If you have a problem with that, well, go to Ashiana's website and ask about it. Talk about it. Yes, she's still alive. She has a website. I don't even need to tell you what it is, because it's not hard to go, Ashiana Dean website. Is that hard? Because it's hard to spell. I don't even know if I know how to spell her website name. Just look it up. It's not hard. Ashiana Dean website. There you go. You got to complain about this? You think she's in the wrong? You think Ashiana did something wrong because she banned some guy using their freaking content for several months, half a year? You think there's nothing wrong with that? Okay, go start a conversation with the Guardians. Go ask Ashiana. Okay, I think it's kind of sad too, but I'm not gonna hold that against Ashiana. It's her work, dude. She worked her ass off. That's a lifetime of work. I don't mean her work. What I mean is she's under contract by the Guardians. She's got an official position as Speaker 1. What do you want to say? What do you want to argue? She's in the right from the legal point of view. From the Guardian point of view, she's in the right. Hey, hello. Why don't you consider this? Ashiana has all this material, right? She put all this material all her life. It was a product. You paid for it. You appreciated that exchange of energy. You understood an exchange of energy. There's no exchange of energy going on here now. It's just free. It should be free. Then go have a conversation with the Guardians. Not with humans. Go talk with the Guardians about it. You find out within yourself if it's right or wrong. Okay? If you think it's wrong, that's your opinion. That's your idea. Okay? So, at the same time as I say that, you can go still find information out there. If you're serious and you want to learn, you don't have a lot of money, you can still go learn and find the material, because she can only do that on certain platforms like YouTube. YouTube has it set up. If someone's using your material, they have it set up so you can complain to YouTube, and they'll check, and they checked. They checked that this person was uploading over and over and over again. Okay? So it's an official decision. YouTube backs her. The Guardians backs Ashana. It's official. So I said what I had to say. You will find conversations out there talking about this, complaining about this. Okay, go into that vibrations if you want. Hello, you can still find the information. Did you hear what I said? You can still find it. I'm not going to tell you. Don't email me and ask me. Find it yourself. Please. I'm not going to help you. I'm going to ignore your email. You go find the information yourself. Seriously, you can. Don't be lazy. Because people they're still asking me, what is Ashiana's website? They're asking me, is Ashiana dead? What the hell, man? Ashiana Dean website. All right, that part of the conversation is over. Thank you. That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. I think I said it the right way, and there we go. I love you. I know. We need the information. Then go find it. Go find it. Not on YouTube. If it's not on YouTube, go find it somewhere else. Okay? I will stick to her decision. I will not upload her videos myself. I respect her. I love her. And I'm part of the Guardians. I saw it. I saw Joshua. I saw John the Baptist. I saw Ashana up there. It's not a joke. I respect the decision. Machiwa. And if you need the technique, if you need some more information, if you want to see some more videos, go find it. Remember, I also told you to try to contact her. Most of the time, if you give her a bunch of bullshit messages, she's going to ignore you, just like I do. I get a bunch of bullshit messages, I just ignore them. Okay? We're not here to be siphoned, okay? We're not here to be saviors. We're not here to be clean to. Ashana doesn't want to be clean to. She's private for a reason. And when people want to meet me, I want to meet you, Thavian. Where you at? I'm private for a reason. Okay? I'm not saying I'm better. Ashana's not saying she's better. She wants to live in freaking samadhi or something, in bliss, and do her lives, and that's it. You know, that's fine. That's what she wants to do. That's what she wants to do. So, you guys want to talk? You want to speak? Then you can too. That's what I did. I'm picking up the baton. I'm not replacing her. I'm simply giving like a breakdown of the information she already taught. She already taught it, so I'm breaking it down for you. I try to simplify it. The honest truth is, her material is freaking hard to understand. Not all of it. Of course, not all of it. But some of the mechanics are whoa, dude. That's why it's not in your best interest to go look at the ones on YouTube. You're going to get lost right away. And then that's going to make you not think the information is real, or you're going to think it's like too difficult and just go on your way. You guys, start at the beginning. Go look at her Voyagers. That's still for sale on her website now. Or you can find a free version if you wanted to. I'm just saying the information is out there for those who want it. And Christos Avatar is going to be a source of that. I promise that I'm going to always be trying to bring the information out myself and respecting her copyrights by simply explaining that this is Ashana's material and continue my lecture and make it transparent. I'm not trying to do anything bad myself when it comes to that shit, okay? I love you guys. I love you very much. I want you to send. I pray every day that the Guardians will guide me towards reaching 1 million of you at least. Every day. Please help me be accurate in this inner Christos knowledge. No, I don't say please. I just say, guide me towards the accuracy of this knowledge. I want to be accurate in the freedom teachings. I want to be accurate, not distorted. So that's my pledge to you guys. I always put accuracy in front. And if I don't understand something, I won't teach it or yet until I do. Okay? So much respect to those who are still learning. A lot of you got the materials. You're learning, training. Part of your life should be training these ascension mechanics. It's not a joke, guys. Because you can't ascend without ascension mechanics. Because we are in distortion. And those mechanics are actually, some of them are called bioregenesis. Because our biology, our DNA, is effed with. Intentionally effed with. Messed with. So you have to regenerate it. Yeah, you got 12 strands of DNA, but it's effed up. And 9 of those strands out of the 12 are in dormant mode. Even your scientists are what you call, they call it dormant DNA, that they don't understand what it is, that it just sits there. It doesn't seem to have any purpose. You don't believe me? Look it up. There's actually something called junk DNA. The scientists think it's junk. It's not junk. It's your Christ. It's your Christos consciousness waiting for you to awaken. You don't wait for it. You're not waiting for rapture or ascension even. You can still ascend without it as long as you get at least up to your throat. I was going to say third eye, but no, you need to get to your throat. You need to do, and this time I usually don't tell people what you need to do. But when you're talking about mechanics and ascension, you need 5 strands. You need a working Merkaba. Ashana teaches you the real deal Merkaba. You're not going to get it from Drumvalo Melchizedek or those other false prophets because they're out there. Sweet, loving, hippie-looking people, hello, they're out there deceiving you. And it doesn't even mean they're always doing it consciously. They could have just been caught up in the false, anti-Christos teachings and then started teaching it themselves because they thought it was the right way. How many of you thought the flower of life or the daisy of death was the real deal? We thought it was. But then you learn all these actual ascension mechanics that break down the crystal body, your morphogenetic field, that breaks down your DNA, that tells you about fire letters and ascension codes, and breaks down indigo children on all the different tribes. Woohoo, baby! There ain't nothing like it. All that other BS coming out of, hear my lips? You hear all that bullshit coming out of Galactic Federation? That's another Drumvalo trick. That's like a Drumvalo thing. It's called Jehovian Anunnaki. They're tricking you with brotherly love, space brothers. Just look at their principles. They're not Christos. They're not Law of One principles. That's your barometer. That's what you check, Galactic Federation. That's what you check within the Emerald Covenant. Emerald Tablets. Thoth. You check for Law of One in there. Check for all are God, all are one. Check, see if it's in there. Oh, why didn't you check if your religion has Law of One? Why is this not on? Does this outlet not work? Come on, man. Okay. That's kind of like making this side dark, huh? Let me see if I can switch this around. What? I guess this is loose outlet. It's a loose outlet, so it might shake. Now that's so much better. Okay, so let's do some incense, guys. Let's cleanse the space. We should have done that earlier. Whoa. Woohoo, baby. I feel good, do, like I know that I would. Do. Let's get some incense. Just light some charcoal, not stick. And actually, if you guys started doing incense resins for a week, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, if you start doing incense resins and then you tried to light a incense stick, oh man, you will want to put that shit out because you can tell the difference in the energies, vatos. You'll see a bunch of people lighting that up shit up in their prayers, in their healing, in their magic. What? You know what? If you don't have incense resin, it would be better just to not even. Don't even use the incense stick. I'm trying to help you out, brother, sister. It's synthetic. It's chemical. It's a not even a real flower or fragrance. It's an imitation fragrance. Someone programmed it. Plus, it's got carcinogenic, cancerous things inside stick incense. Research. Look it up. What's up, homie? I'd rather have frankincense from the tree, a actual tree, like our sister mentioned. I would actually have true actual incense like Palo Santo, not chemically laden. That you want that shit in your aura? Yeah, you want this in your shit? No, you don't. You stupid. This lighter was cheap. Now I know why. It was only $2 when usually they're like $4 each for one or more, like $6 and shit. Now some people have a problem with the saltpeter in the charcoal. Like this is saltpeter right now. Is that good for you? No. It burns the, look, it's moving across the entire charcoal. It went from here and burned all the way across. Watch, it's gonna stop. The smoke is gonna stop. Watch, it's done. It's done. Hello, no more saltpeter. It was a chemical that was used to help self-ignite this. The only reason why you see smoke is because there's incense in my bowl. I got incense in here. And I'm going to put some of this Palo Santo on there. Palo Santo smells so good, vatos. And sister, I hope you were talking about the actual wood incense, not some imitation Palo Santo. So, as we talk about Christ consciousness, we talk about energy, and you learn from the Kelantic science, from Ashiana Dean's teachings, you're going to learn that this is all energy. The incense is being released into my aura, into my space. It's protecting the space depending on the properties of the incense, like frankincense. Let's do some frankincense. This is white copal. White copal, because there's gold copal as well. Frankincense. And I would say if I get my new house, within a couple weeks, I'll start selling incense. I will sell it by the ounce or the pound, maybe. I'm not sure. But because I think this is really, really awesome, guys. It's freaking amazing. And I picked this up from my shaman days because I was going to drum circles and it was outdoors. So I would have a few of these things blowing. Man, you don't realize how many people came to this and just, put their bodies around the incense, and said thank you, and, went to back to the circle. Because a lot of people know about this. They appreciate this. And it's sacred. And one time I went there a few weeks ago, this old man started telling me, don't light that or I'm going to kill you. I have some allergies or something, but you didn't have to say that. What are you doing? Exactly. I understand. What consciousness is here? I'm going to kill you like it's a funny thing or something. You see that wood releasing its energy. So Christ consciousness is energy. Your body is energy. You think it's made of atoms and it's physical. No, it's a perception of physical. It's a simulation of physical. I know it doesn't make sense to some of you, but what you have to visualize is the particles. You know, like how many particles are in this? How many atoms, how many particles? Okay, how about this material? How many particles are in plastic? Okay, how many particles are in hair? Every single particle that all of those things are made of are vibrating. They're not still. Nothing is still, nothing is solid. Nothing still, nothing solid. Everything is energy. Everything is vibration, oscillation. Nothing physical. It's a hologram, honey. There's some weird thing going on. I have the smoke going into my fan, and then it's blowing out. I wasn't trying to do that. It's just doing it. Okay, so everything is made of energy. Every single, you know, a cell, you have trillions of cells, but those aren't particles. There's smaller things called particles. Atoms, subatomic particles, quarks. None of them are still in solid. So everything is made of little tiny, a bunch of little vibrating little particles. We call them particles, but we know that they're vibrating. Not still, not solid. This hard material is actually just moving, vibrating, oscillating, slower. Radio waves move slower than microwaves. Are you understanding? Nothing is physical, everything is energy. So including your body is the same thing. It's also energy, but your consciousness, the spirit that you can't hug and grab and look at and take selfies with, no, that is actually, your consciousness is actually invisible to us. Why? Because it's in the fourth dimension. This body is in the third dimension. Your consciousness, fourth dimension. So you're a fourth dimensional being having a three-dimensional human experience. And why that's important to understand is because if you know it's all energy, then our reality, our entire reality, our dimension, it's called a dimension of reality, specifically the third dimension. The third dimension of reality is also all energy. All of the planets and galaxies and universes, or galaxies and humans or aliens, all the aliens in that one dimension are also all made of energy. And all their consciousnesses are all energy. The whole universe, all God, everything is all the illusion. Maya, the Inca call it, the Maya. An illusion to make it seem like it's physical. That's how God, that's how Creator made it. To let itself, ascended masters, experience manifestation, physicality. God wanted to experience body forms. So guess what? God creates bodies so it can go inside of it and explore its own created world. God, whatever you name God, created, downstepped itself into these levels of itself to know itself, to create within itself. It's freaking brilliant. God is great. God is awesome. God's not religion, vatos. Machiwa. I meant to say religion is not God. Religion is giving you a distortion. Religion is giving you a phantom point of view, which is what? Anti-life. Religion teaches you anti-life. Anti-Christos. I can't use that keyword, you guys. I can't use that hashtag. Anti-Christos. 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 Okay? Religion teaches you to go against Christos. Isn't that weird? It wants to teach you to go against unity. It wants you to be separate, right? Separate from unbelievers, or the other way, separate into a lake of fire or some damnation. You can't be separate. Even if you tried. And why would you want to escape God? You couldn't though, but why would you want to? Well, the dark ones believe they want to be God. They want to tell other creations of God. These beings are telling other creations of God that it's their God. That's called a creator God. False creator gods are teaching you to be anti-Christos, to teach you to be in horrible states of fear, guilt, shame, subservience, and you're blind worshiping these aliens, extraterrestrials, who call themselves Yahweh, Jehovah. What's this Hindu god that cuts off people's heads and shit? You understand? These Viking gods, you know, they do horrible torture and agony, and it's part of their spirituality. That's part of their enlightenment. And I was watching this series about those Vikings. They do some pretty dark shit, man. And in how they talk about their gods and what their gods' characteristics are, and about the gods' anger and cruelty and hatred and death and destruction. These are your gods. These are not gods. They're false creator gods, and the Guardians are reminding us of exactly what these beings are. We learn about all these beings like Yahweh and Jehovah. You're going to learn where Jehovah comes from, what Jehovah's planet is, what Jehovah's characteristics is, what Jehovah's agendas are. Same with all those other creator gods. They all have agendas. It's in Ashana's workshops. It's in Ashana's Guardian materials. The freedom teachings are telling us exactly more than the religions are telling you. You're learning more about the God that you're worshiping than the religion is teaching you. All you are learning is that you're in God's image. Oh yeah? Do you know what Jehovah is? Do you know what Inky is? It's not human. Are you still going to say you're in the image of a serpent and insectoid reptilian? That's exactly what reptile is. Reptiles didn't come from Earth, honey. They come from Vega, which left and went to Orion. You start getting reptiles in your shit, guess what? They're extraterrestrial. And what I'm saying is, when you're being visited by reptiles, and you're thinking they're gods because they said so, but they're dark, okay? They're not representing Christ consciousness. They're not representing unconditional love. God, in those books, in those religions, have conditions. You have to do this. You have to do A, B, and C, and D. You have to be all these, and you're given commandments, even though you're supposedly given free will. You have free will. God says so. Here's your free will. Oh, no, you don't have free will. Here's some laws that you must obey. And you must do this and you must do that. And female must be recognized man as the king of the castle because the man is superior. The patriarchal religions say so. All those sexist patriarchal religions putting down women, some of the women even hiding their faces because the godly male says so. And that you must be obedient to your husband. You must be a servant to your husband, man. This is the distortion. This is darkness. This is false creed. These are creator gods. This is not Christos. This is not real Christ. Okay? It's a twist. It's a distortion. It's a intentional lie. And the guardians will never back this concept of sacrificing a Messiah. What? Okay, there we go with something dark like sacrifice. The guardians were there. The guardians were with Jeshua. Jeshua, the beings, the people that were working with Jeshua were there. The guardians, the ones around Jeshua, were there with him. They knew. And you're learning through this guardian teachings about the three Jesus, three Jeshua. The guardians called Jesus Jeshua. Okay? Jeshua, real name is an avatar called Sananda Melchizedek. Now, some of you are part of Melchizedek. We're not talking about Lord Melchizedek. There we go again with false creator gods. No. The actual Melchizedeks from Ecstatic level, sound field, outside the light fields, you know, what came before God, that's where you come from. That's where you are now. You are this eternal gestalt collective of consciousness. You're not a single perception. You're a multitude of perceptions in those arenas, in those levels of God. Those beings are not corrupt. There is no darkness. In our system, you learn that darkness only goes up to the 11th dimension. Christ is 12th dimension, Christos. Darkness goes up to 11th dimension. And that is not even the highest. Remember, 12D is not the highest. You go up to 15D. And outside that, you go to where you really are, who you really are. Your identity is an ascended master. And don't learn this definition from New Agers. They have no idea what is God or Jeshua or ascended master. They don't know what are guardians. They got some twisted concepts. They have no idea what is Christos. I'm talking about the other New Agers, talking about aliens and starseeds. They're bringing you all of these distortions, guys, because the fallen angelics are up and in our shit. You learn from the Bible, those were angels some long time ago, some fallen angels. They're here and in power and in control. It's an alien thing. It's a multi-dimensional consciousness thing. They didn't go nowhere. They're certainly not serving humans or serving God. They're doing the opposite. They're serving themselves. See, law of one is service to others. What's the reverse? Remember the the dark ones? The dark ones, the phantom ones, the demons, the fallen angelics, the narcissists, okay? The psychopaths, what do they all do? They do the opposite. The reverse. So when you see someone speaking to you in reverse concepts of energy and principles, well, you know what they serve, don't you? When you see someone preaching you, damning you, you know what they serve. They don't serve Christos. They don't serve Christ consciousness. They're not part of the guardian angelic nations. They're not serving law of one or the principles of Christ consciousness. I love you. I love you. Woo! Christ arising, man. Christos arising. And if you guys didn't notice that, oh my gosh, it just came out of my brain. There's two things. Did you notice in Voyagers 2? Did you look at Voyagers 2 yet? Did you notice in Voyagers 2 that United States of America, who really created the United States of America? Koyas, what you do you think you're the land of the home and the free and the brave? Did you learn what happened in World War I and World War II, actually? There's so much that people are clueless on this planet, man. They're just stuck in 3D. They're just stuck in their devices. They're just stuck in their freaking arrogance and pride and their selfish me. They don't have no clue of what is healing or what is enlightenment or what is Christ consciousness. People calling themselves Christians are damning you. That's a distorted Christos. Christos don't judge, honey. And if you're going to start on a spiritual journey, guys, towards your Christ consciousness, if you're going to start on a spiritual journey towards unity consciousness, here are your first 3 lessons. Are you ready? Ego work, shadow work, and unity. That means stop judging. So ego, shadow, and non-judgment. I'm going to say that a few times. Ego work, shadow work, non-judgment work. Because that takes work to stop judging. Ego, that takes work too. Shadow work, but judgment, man. Stop judging, holy ones. Take care of that ego. Okay? That's right here. The solar plexus, yellow ray. Take care of that. It's not supposed to be running your life. You're supposed to be balanced and harmonized consciousness. This is little kindergarten shit, man. You still gotta go through this. You still gotta go through this. You still gotta go through this and this. Yeah, this thing still has 96% battery. This little thing's a badass. It's called the Grease Cell. If any of you are interested, it's called the Grease Cell 2300. If you're camping and out and about and you need, oh, now you can't see it, but you need some electronics, Grease Cell, because there's something called the Jiffy, or there's another name for these. This is a off-brand, but better and also cheaper. Just saying. Because some of you also want to be boondocking and also, you know, this is not straight. Sorry, guys. Oh, great. I didn't know it was so far off. It's like a whole inch off the floor. I'll put my dude wipes under it. There. Anyways, I don't have those beautiful backgrounds right now, but if I ever get a rental, that's the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure I have a professional background again, okay? And obviously I'll be shaved again, I'll be clean again, and I'll be back to business, honey. But on a supercharged level. I wanna ask you guys, can you guys notice my changes in energies from when I stopped smoking 6 days ago? Can you believe that some people left me because I was smoking? Like, I'm now suddenly worthless. I'm suddenly a piece of shit in their point of view because I smoke. So, you see where Christ consciousness comes and goes? Well, those people don't get it yet. There's still those snob spiritual people who are now suddenly full of arrogance and pride. I call you out, vatos! Because the light shines into that darkness. Even with those calling themselves spiritual. You don't walk what you speak, bato, girls and boys. You're what you call fake spiritual people. You're posers. And I've been saying that again and again. You used to be part of this audience. Now you left the audience and you're still judging people. And so you're part of the spiritual family. You just cut them off. Oh, you're not part of the spiritual family. C'est la vie. Hasta luego, vatos. What's up? How's that going for you? Rise, holy ones. The real Christos rising. Yeah. Posers, throw them some love. You know, not pity. I just mean throw them some love. We love you, holy ones. Go heal and come back with us. What's up? We don't judge you. Drop your freaking games. Stop playing your little chakawaya, a little, what are you, grade school, teenage gossip, little BS. Grow up, go heal and come back. Machiwa. Come back to Christos. Come back to Christ. Consciousness. What's up? You're God sovereign free. You choose. You choose. I choose no judgment. I choose, hey, you make a mistake. I still love you. What's up? I'm not casting you out like a dog. What the fuck, man? Seriously. Excuse my language, but some people are very disappointing. Okay? As you teach about non-judgment and as you teach about fake spiritual people, there's still going to be fake spiritual people. There's still going to be people still judging. As you said it, they walk out of the classroom because after you just said it. Machiwa. Hey, Starman's still here. Indigo Wizard's still here. Lola is still here. We got some of you still here. What's up, family? Yeah. All the fake ones are, you know, it's like it's called a weeding out. It's kind of like a, you know, what's that saying called? You're getting you're getting out of you're weeding the wheat from the shaft or the shaft from the wheat, whichever way. You're getting out of those. Sup, homie? Stick with the real deal, honey. Okay? Now that Ireland Clark no longer speaks Guardian, and also now this whole giant channel, Emerald Covenant, just gone. I have a big responsibility now. I got more on my plate. I'm up for the challenge. What's up? Nikki, that was so disappointing. I agree, Holy One. And notice when they were in here, they were freaking censoring people. I ain't having that no more. Hey, if you guys are trolling, that's different. If you're freaking causing a ruckus, that's different. But not with someone who has their own beliefs and are true, genuine questions. Right? These are people trying to come to the light. What the F? You're not speaking Guardian. Get out of here. Mute. No spiritual snobs allowed. Ryan White, World War I, World War II, etc. Yeah, if they're in World War I, the fallen angelics, if the World War II were effing with us including Pearl Harbor, homies, that's in Voyagers 2. Check it out. And if that book wasn't so old, she would have talked about what's going on now. She does, actually. You got to find that material. I haven't seen it. She's got a lot of, new material, so you got to check that out. But the older material is just fine. You're going to get to where you need to go. These snobs want to tell you, if you don't do this and if you don't do that, you're going into the lake of fire, I guess. You're gonna go fall into the phantom. You suck. You're not really Christos. You suck. That's what they're saying. No, honey. No, honey. I was crying. I was telling you my story. I was telling you how I was on medicine and I I literally experienced Christos, and that's the day they walked out. The day I'm telling you my truth. I'm telling you this, Chaka you are, holy angels. And it's so freaking rude, so despicable. Let them go onto their path. Hello, what's up? Have you seen Christos? Have you? Oh, God, yeah. Not sure. Hulk Smash, thank you, Holy One. Hulk Smash is cool. He's at least asking the questions. Is a tree of life a real thing? What is it? Thank you, Hulk Smash. The tree of life takes you right to a distortion, vatos. It's kind of like one of those Dreamville tricks. It's a trick. Once again by Yahweh, Jehovah, that good old Jehovah Anunnaki, that fallen angel, that effed us, but effed us in Atlantis, crushed us with the Nephilim fallen angels. Now they're trying to crush you into the lake of fire. Mokoye. The tree of life takes you right to the Kabbalah. It's a distorted system. They're tricking you, man. There's not 10 spheres. What's that? That's their logo. That's their freaking code. It's called 10-strand reptilians. Okay? Now, you guys, one of my biggest things that's going to come out of this channel is all that shit. All of these religions, I'm going to break it down. Because Ashiana has talked about this in many workshops. It's in my brain. I just have to put it together. You're going to learn about what they did in China, what they did in Russia, what they've done in Jeshua's day, what they did in Roman days. You're going to learn in the Atlantean days, the ancient Egyptian days, all these fallen angels. Okay, Thoth isn't the only one. There's a whole shitload of fallen angelic history that's coming our way because they effed with us in Lemuria. They destroyed it. They effed with us in Atlantis. They destroyed it. They're effing with us now because they want to destroy this place. Destroy the human angelic race. Destroy the true Christos. That is wickedness. That is darkness. That is shadow. That's what they represent. That's their code. And 10 ain't shit. What is Christos? What is Christos? It's 12. 12 spheres in the tree of life, but the Guardians don't call it the tree of life. Kabbalah does. The occult and the Kabbalah call it the tree of life. Tree of life. The Guardians call it Kathara. In their language, in their sound, it's called Kathara. And there's 10 spheres, 10 strands in your DNA. Spheres, planets, and their strands of DNA. So they're trying to tell you there's only 10 strands in your DNA. That's reptilian. Anunnaki are 11 strand. Reptilians, Draconians, they're 10. Okay? 10, 11, or 12. Which one would you like? Would you like 10 levels of... Would you like 10 spheres of consciousness? When you see little spheres, what are chakra? Little spheres. The tree of life is your chakra. Okay? And when they're saying there's only 10 chakra in the Kabbalah, in this deception, in this lie, run the other way. Go to the Christos, where they teach you the true history of your true DNA. You have 12 tribes, 12 races in you. You know, the tree of life is laid out like this, like sphere, 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 sphere. 12! What do? Chop off 2 races? you have Polarians, Hyperboreans, Sphere 1, Strand 1. Not in the Kabbalah, they'll tell you some crazy, total different BS. Strand 2, Sphere 1, Lemurians. Sphere 3, Strand 3, Atlanteans. Sphere 4, you know, the race 4, consciousness 4. Us, that's where we're at. 4th out of 12. The Christos, Kathara is 12. So we're only on 4. We're working on it 4. Okay, the 5th sphere after us is Muvarian. After Muvarian is another race called Unchechi. That's your 6th. They're bringing in the 6th. The Muvarians bringing in the 5th. See, there's an actual science behind this, a sacred spiritual science. This one, the Atlanteans, brought in the 3rd. So we're learning the races, we're learning our heritage in the tree of life, in the Kathara. The real Kathara, the real tree of life, represents dimensions of consciousness. It represents DNA of actual, what's in our potential, Christed DNA. Remember, 9 strands are in your junk. It's your job, no one else's. You have to do the meditation. You have to do the ascension mechanics. No one can do it for you. You have to learn this stuff, okay? So you can open your 4th strand and go into this system, okay? They're trying to teach you some mystical system. The Guardians is telling you what's up. That's the Muvarians. Unchechi, after the 6th, is more chakra. You see how the New Age wants to tell you there's only 7 chakra, and the and the Kabbalah wants to tell you there's only 12, or I mean 10. You're getting shortchanged everywhere, man. You're not getting the full story. So if you want to finish, those are earth seeds. The first 6 are earth seeds. That means these races come from earth. After 6th strand, because we're working our way up, we're working our way up out of earth. We're waking our way up out of Tara. We're going out of Gaia, going up to the Christ. It's Armentana. Christos lives on a planet called Armentana. Okay? There's no Armentana in a 10 sphere Kabbalah, because they don't want you going there. They want you stuck in Orion. They want you stuck in their system. And if you learn Kabbalah, you will know very quickly it's not law of one. It's not equality, for sure. That's why I tell you, you guys, I warn you about cult. It's not just the little stories they give you, it's the mechanics. It's the science behind it. And starting with the tree of life, you're getting shortchanged. So, the rest of them, out of the other ones, the other races, are star seeds. 7 are Antrian, indigo children, starseed homie, Vato Locos. Okay? Brinoa. You ever heard of the Brinoa? That's another starseed race, Vato Locos, okay, that come in to help our people. After the Brinoa are the Hibaru. After the Hibaru are Melchizedek. After Melchizedek are Uniseti. This is our 12-strand DNA, Vatos. Hyperborean, Polarian, Lemurian, Atlantean, Aryan, us, Muvarian, Unchechi, Antrian, Brinoa, Hibaru, Melchizedek, and Uniseti. That is the tree of life. That is what it represents. That is the truth, not the distortion, not the lie of the Kabbalah, who don't teach you about DNA. They're not teaching you about the planets. Well, they will, but distortions. You're getting shortchanged. Thank you for that question, because it went right into this Christ consciousness. Earth angel, will you be mine? Do 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 do. Sorry, guys. If I'm not keeping up with the donations, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. Megan, thank you so much for your donation, all you ones. Thank you for supporting Crystal's avatar.
And your cute little animation there. Thank you, Megan. Hulk smash. That was a good question, brother. I'm gonna see if this will let me go to the orders. We got Spiral Anomaly 4. Cool name, Bato. Thank you, Holy One. Thank you for supporting this transmission. You guys, there's a lot of you. You know what's up. You're speaking truth. You know the information too. You guys, I didn't get to see the earlier donations. I'm so sorry, because it only lets me go up to 6:55 p.m. I can't go before 6:55 p.m. But there's 71 of you on here now. Thank you for being here. Spiritual Anomaly, amazing. Thank you, Daphne B. Go within. Angel of Love said it. Did you hear what she said? Go within, you guys. That's why meditation is so powerful. I don't see how you can do it without meditation. How can you go within without closing your eyes and opening your third eye? Close these eyes, opens this eye, because now you're forced to see inside. So start closing in a meditative state. I've heard Ashiana herself tell you, try to have your back straight. Otherwise, you don't need all these yoga positions. You don't, did you hear what I said? You don't need them. But would they help? Sure. Okay? They're called asana, meditation positions. Asana. So learn a good asana if you want to. You don't have to cross your legs and go through this discomfort and shit if you don't want to. You can work your way up to that, but otherwise, you can still get inside a chair and keep your spine straight, right? Try to keep your spine straight, please. That's what you want to do. Try to be relaxed with a mudra. Relaxed. This is relaxed, not... That's not relaxed. Relax. And you start breathing with a relaxed way, you know, like... Now you're working with your third eye. Every time you go into this, and by the way, when you're sleeping, hello, you're not sleeping. I don't remember my dreams, Davian. Well, it doesn't matter if you don't remember them, because you're still traveling and it's not really dreaming. You're not dreaming. Remember, you have 1,700, a minimum of 1,728 other selves. That's a lot of selves. That's a lot of higher selves, higher than you. You're only this level, but all of those soul, oversoul, avatar, rishi levels. Okay? So all of these other selves are in different time vectors. Every single one of them are in another time vector. You're not going to get two in the same time vector. That's how this whole New Age concept of twin flame is bullshit. There is no twin flame. You're in a different time vector. Maybe you can meet it and have astral sex if you wanted to. It's not recommended by the Guardians. That's in another time frame. You can't go marry your twin flame because they're not in the same time frame. I don't mean to bust your bubble, but there is soul contracts that could be a soulmate, but not a twin flame. So your 1,728 other selves, they're all in different time vectors. And when you dream, because you're not dreaming, when you go to sleep, you're not sleeping, your body is. What's you? Are you the body? No, you're the consciousness. This flesh lays down. The spirit, the consciousness, we all have one. So you say you don't dream, that's a distortion. You do. You're traveling, you're going somewhere, you don't remember. And there's reasons why you don't remember. There's reasons why some of you haven't activated your third eye. I mean, there's reasons why you don't perceive from it. I mean, well, change that. You want to remember your dreams? You want to remember your travels? According to Adishana, everybody goes to the 8th dimension in their sleep every night. You go through all those spirals, all the way up to the mated galactic core. That's the 8th dimension. That's what it's called. Out of 15 dimensions, that's the middle. The 8th is in the middle of 15 dimensions. So every night when you sleep, you're drooling, your body is. Not you. That's an aspect of you, but that's not you. You are the consciousness leaving your body every night. Doesn't matter if you remember, you're still leaving. You're not some exception, you're not leaving. You have to. You have to go get that energy. That's what refuels you. You don't have to believe anything I'm saying, you guys. You don't have to believe anything Ashana says or anything the Guardian says. Let's make that straight right up. You can agree with some of the material. You can have discernment and decide for yourself. Maybe you resonate with certain things here on this channel. Maybe other things you don't resonate with me or her or the material. That's okay. We're still learning. We're still awakening. All right? There's no competition. There's no inequality here. We're not judging or trying to be better than one or the other. We're all God. We're all... And if you're not ready for all of this information, well, there's a time for it. Okay? You know, in spiritual awakening, you change for the better. I personally have changed for the better throughout my years of doing this. And since I learned Christos material, and I first learned it in 2010, I was still learning spiritual stuff before that. Before I knew about the Christos, about the real Christ, you know, because this is a distortion down here. I was learning about crystals. You know, I was selling crystals. I was getting into some spiritual knowledge. We all come from a beginning point. We go through beginner. We go through adept. We go through master. That's what spiritual awakening is, honey. We're doing this together. Yeah. So. And we come to here in teams. Groups. We're part of the same family. And we're talking about Christ consciousness. Well, Jeshua is one of these indigo children. Jesus. Yes, we talk about Jesus. But remember, there's 3 Jesuses. The real one had 12 strands of DNA. Remember, 12 strands. That's avatar level. Jeshua was the last 12 strand activated. We all have 12 strands. But his were activated. Turned on. No need to do chakra work when they're all on. And you have memory of this level, and your soul level, and your oversoul level, and you have memory of your avatar level. So Jeshua 1, there's Jeshua, no, it's called Jeshua 12. Okay? Why? Because that one has 12 strands. Jeshua 9, that one only has 9 strands. Jeshua 6, that one only has 6. 3 distinct different levels of consciousness, for sure. What your Bible is about is Jeshua 9, one of the fake ones. And according to the Guardian materials, Jeshua 6 was actually the one that was crucified. So there was a crucifixion. It wasn't Jeshua 12. Jeshua 12 was a high-level indigo child teaching ascension. And if you read it, if you read Voyagers 2, like I keep on telling you every time I speak, Jeshua's writing ascension books, man. He created ascension books right along with Miriam and John the Baptist. All 3 of those beings were speakers then. Speaker 1, Speaker 2, Speaker 3. Okay? And so the books were written about ascension and Stargate passage and travel and about all your energy centers and all the guardian history and all of the histories about the fallen angelics and how they've all come in and twisted. This is what Jeshua 12 came to teach. And what did the Anunnaki do? It's not tonight's topic, but you know, these beings can go in and out of time. They can operate from density 2. They can create immaculate, what do they call it? Inception, not inception, conception. Hello, there was no immaculate conception. Jesus, Jeshua 12, had normal sex. Well, I don't know if it was normal, but you know what I mean. I mean, he was created from sex, normal sex. And he comes out of King Solomon's line, yes. However, the Guardians add that one of Solomon's wives, they call it Egyptian Ceres. Do you guys know what an Egyptian Ceres is? It's part human, part alien. It's a starseed. So that is where the change happened. Jeshua, part of the Jeshua 12's mission, okay, he is coming out of this line. And all indigos, according to Ashana and the Guardian materials, we come out of the same race. You are not the flesh, Vatos. You're not your mother's DNA. You're not your father's DNA. You are bringing it in. You are adding it. You're adding to your mother and father. So that's how they fixed the DNA, the distorted DNA. They added the Ceres Egyptian to fix the line, and now Jeshua came through it. And they're all coming through dimension 6, okay? It's very important, you guys. We're called the priest of Azraline. That's also in Voyagers 2. The priest of Azraline. We all come out of Sirius B, gate 6, SG6. Same with Jeshua. We all make soul contracts with our parents, whoever they may be. We bring in our starseed DNA to the plate. Now we're a freaking hybrid human on the planet. A good one. A Christos one. An indigo child one. Well, the dark illuminated ones are doing the same thing, right? We've heard that all these dark illuminated ones are not all human, right? Well, it's true. The teachings, the freedom teachings teach you this too. And so we're not only human on this planet. We have humans. We have indigo children. We have dark illuminated ones. We have Anunnaki humans. We have hybrids. We have human reptilian hybrids. There's all kinds of beings down here. And I get questions like, if they're so powerful, why don't they just take over? Well, that's why. Because they're not only dealing with just humans, are they? There's a spiritual war going on. And most humans are completely oblivious to it. Oh, they're thinking about some religion war going on. They have no idea what's really happening. Machiwa vatos. So they brought this Jeshua 9 into the history line, into the genetics. They created this being so the spirit of the Jeshua 9 could come into it. They created this fake Jesus for a reason. You're following that reason. You're following Jeshua 9's agenda. You're following the fallen angelic agenda. And I don't even have to convince you. Look at the teachings. Look at how the God is being represented. It speaks for itself, guys. That's not what Jeshua 12 was teaching. Jeshua 12 was teaching inner Christos, inner Christ, and not about himself. Jeshua would never want you, the actual Jeshua would never want you to worship him. That's against the Guardian teachings. There is no creator gods. There is no martyred, sacrificed messiahs. This is all part of Jeshua 9's agenda, and they didn't want to. It sounds weird. The fallen angels didn't want to kill Jeshua 9. They didn't want to crucify him. That's why they came up with Jeshua 6 to crucify him. So 3 Christ, 3 Jeshua, but only wrong real one. Right? Those other 2 aren't Christed. You're not Christed until you have your 12 strand. That's another thing. We're bringing some of that in. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to reclaim it. The teachings are helping us reclaim our Christos.
So we are dealing with that on planet Earth. We're dealing with fallen angelic religions and their false Jesus and their false Christos, and it's actually antichristos. And we're dealing with the real Christos awakening. So you got fake Christos and what they believe is real, and then you got the real 12 strand coming in and teaching you 12 strand, not Kabbalah. Okay? We're not teaching you 3 strand that you're supposed to live, die, and reincarnate. We're teaching you, and it's called the freedom teachings. It liberates you from earth. You will go ascend when you die. You have to drop your body. You might die. You might have to die to ascend. Okay? Just saying. So we're not immortal. Otherwise, we could just ascend and go into a Stargate without dying. So there is a possibility of some guardians, some of you, will be evacuated by spaceships. There's something called the plasma body. There's a Merkaba body. You're learning how to use to ascend through your consciousness, man. You don't have to be some rich person. You don't have to be some religious person. You don't have to be specific genetics or family line. You just have to learn how to meditate, activate your chakra, do ascension mechanics. Hello. That's what we're doing. That's why we're awakening. That's why we're returning. It's happening around the planet, you guys. Not everyone's gonna believe. Not everyone's gonna resonate with this teachings, with the true Jeshua teachings. And it's not about Jeshua, is it? It's not about Ashana, me, or anyone else. You don't point a finger and say that's the leader of this teachings. We're all part of God. We're all part of this law of one. It's all of us. We're all, you don't have to be a believer or a non-believer. You are simply already in your DNA part of this Christos, part of Christ, just like this avatar, Jeshua. It's not about Jeshua. His teachings were never about himself. They have always been about the guardian teachings. Ashana is not about herself. It's about the guardian teachings. We're teaching what is all our heritage. All humans, not some. Okay? So, I think it's amazing. I think it's beautiful. I resonate with these teachings, and I've seen it with my own eyes, guys. And you guys are doing the same thing. I'm so glad you came to listen to this video. It's very important that you learn about something about Christos consciousness, Christ consciousness, because certainly even the New Age is talking about Christ consciousness, right? But in a total different way. This is universal, Vato. It's not even coming from Earth. Christos is not from Earth. It's universal. It's not an Earth thing. Neither is, by the way, neither is Satan. It's not an Earth thing. Neither is Lucifer. It's not an Earth thing. It's a, you would say, a density 4 thing. These are things coming from extraterrestrials, from other realities, higher realities. Like, for example, the Luciferians are coming out of density 2, Tara. It ain't no Earth thing. Oh, Lucifer, the morning star, fell to the planet Earth. First of all, Lucifer is not an individual. Remember, it's these Niburians. It's called the Luciferian Covenant. Also in Voyagers 2. Man, it's a 500, 600 page book. That's why it's got all this info. The Luciferian Covenant was done in Atlantis 50,000 years ago. That's what they call it. They call themselves the Luciferians. Not us, not on Earth. Okay, they're bringing it. They're bringing these fallen angelic, you will see in the back of Voyagers some charts. And you're going to see all their different freaking agendas, dude.
Every one of these coalitions and groupings and collectives, they're all got their own agendas. Mormons, one of these fallen agendas. Anything you can think of. This Christian Bible, it's one from these agendas. You got agendas coming from Enlil, you got Inky agendas, you got Pleiadian, Luciferian agendas. All these freaking aliens got all their agendas against you, and they've come in all these history lines, man. They've come in 10,000 BC, 20,000 BC, 50,000 BC. This is nothing new. All the floods, one great flood. No, there was many floods. There was 3 floods. There was not just one destruction of Atlantis, because there's 3 Atlantis. No, let me correct myself. There's 4. There's the original Atlantis Lemuria, then there's seeding 1 Atlantis Lemuria, then seeding 2 Atlantis Lemuria, and seeding 3 Atlantis Lemuria. Of course, they spell them differently, and they call them a little bit different. Like Lemurian was Lemurian. It wasn't always Lemurian. It was Lemurian in a different seeding. Then when you hear that word seed, a seeding, well, they had to reseed. And so they didn't call it Lemurian or Lemurian. They call it Lemurian, Atlantean, Alanian, and there's a few different versions. I just don't remember them all. Well, our version hasn't been destroyed, but who knows, right? Now, this is all also, but actually it's not all in Voyagers. There's more of that. You have to watch some of her other workshops. I always put down these glasses and like, what? Whoa! I just dropped my $400 phone. Is everything working? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Well, I think it hit the tripod before it hit the phone. The back of my tripod, I think it hit that first before it hit my phone. Put this right here, so the ice chest is right behind it. Hi. Hi. How are you? How is your Christos awakening? Are you going through your Christos awakening? That looks kind of bland but dude, my tent, part of the ground is like this. I know what. I'll use my cutting board. I use it for my mouse pad because it's not flat there either. This is flat. Not like Earth. You guys, Ashana Din, Iyasha Ashana does not teach flat Earth, vatos. Hello? The freaking tripod is bigger than my cutting board. Shit! I can't win today, vatos. The legs are bigger than this. They go outside of it. I'll just be more careful. And the fan is too cold now. I'm going to turn off the fan. There. What's up, homies? Yeah. I want to do the shaman dance. Sup? There might be a drum circle. I might go to the drum circle on Sunday. I'm going to try a sober drum circle. I've never done it before. We'll try it. I don't even miss cannabis. I don't even care. And what was so interesting, kind of magical, some of you were here when it happened. Did you not see me break my own bong accidentally. Yeah. Crash, break. And it didn't, the only part that broke is where you put the medicine. Right after this happened, what did I do? I went on a smoke, I stopped smoking. So far, day 6. I think that's freaking crazy, right? Spirit, my oversoul, my avatar is trying to tell me something. Makoye. I'm sure I can still do my thing at the drum circle, right? It's still pouring through. It's still transmitting. And you guys, it's in your DNA. You have the same brilliance, magnificence. It is like little antenna array. It's your spiritual Wi-Fi, and you're just developing that connection. You're getting a more stronger connection, right? Where's my glasses? I put it in the incense bag. Hulk smash! What is Earth? Are we under a dome? A ball flying through space? A realm where you need portals to get to? Good question, Vato. Now, like I just said it actually. Ashana doesn't talk about flat Earth. God has been described as spheres within spheres within spheres. Okay? We're going to the lower creations. Lower, 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 until you get to the density 1, the lowest density, and then you find Earth there. Okay? Now, if God is doing this and this and this and this, how is God suddenly just flat? And when you look outside, you see other round spheres. But yours is flat. Has no boundaries. There's lands beyond the poles and shit like that. I call bullshit. Okay? The Guardians don't talk about flat Earth. They're not teaching you flat Earth. They're teaching you about this creation. Okay? You can have your own discernment. You can go into that flat Earth thing if you want to. And does it even make a difference? Right? Think about that. Does that change your ascension? Does that change your connection to God if the Earth was flat or not flat or rectangle or a triangle? Would your belief and connection in God and would your way to ascend change? Because we're still dealing with, by the way, spherical vortices. Okay, but the Earth is flat. Bullshit. Okay, we are in this. There is science to God. There is equations in God. There's numbers in God. And we are living in an illusion. There's a lot of stuff that's explained in Voyagers 2 that actually our sun is not even what our sun is not what we think it is. Our sun and every planet has some type of relation to a sun is actually the core of another planet. What we perceive as a brilliant, bright light is actually the core of a planet. How do you get a freaking flat, how do you get a core in a flat Earth? You see how this is distorted? When the Guardians talk about cores and talk about round planets, and the Guardians talk about stargates, vortices that are round, when the Guardians talk about the unified field as being round, when your aura is not perfectly round, but it's spherical, you know, like oval shape ego, then you got these people talking about flat Earth. It's bullshit. You can have discernment if you believe in flat Earth, homie. Believe in flat Earth. Go for it. I just wanted to answer your question from the Christos point of view, and you take it for what you will. Machiwa. So if we don't really understand what the sun is, if we don't really understand what is Jeshua or what Christ or what God is. There's some major problems down here when you start saying the earth is triangle or flat or rectangle or octagon, man. You don't have this and this and this and this and this and then suddenly flat when your neighbors are round. And remember your neighbors. Remember Venus and Mercury and Mars and Jupiter and Tiamat and Nibiru and Pluto and Saturn and Neptune. Remember them. Remember them. They're all round. And they're all pieces from Tara, which is also round. And remember, there's a greater planet called Gaia, which is also round. And remember Armatena. It is round, holy ones. God is round. The planet is round. There you go. What's up? Machiwa, na 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 ta ta, Makaya. We got Massimo. What's up, Vato? What's up, Massimo? Kayo Asura. Round, huh? Flat. Round, flat. Oh, I see. What's up, Vato? We talk about inner Earth, which is also round. We talk about parallel Earth, also round. And we talk about other planets like Arcturus, like these different ones in our tree of life, the 12. Those are also, remember, each one is also a planet. So you got Earth in there, but you got Armatena in there. You got Vega, planet Vega in there. The original planets, Vega, Armatena, hello. Vega is the reptilian planet. And then there's something called Avion. There was 3 beginning first planets, guys. 3 planets. Oh, there's billions, trillions of planets. Well, at the beginning, there was 3 planets where all creation came out of. All life came out of 3 of the 3 original beginning planets. Planet Armatena, Blue Flame, Holy Elohai created this and the people who live on it. Then there was planet Vega, where all the reptilians, bird people, dragons, insect beings, and dinosaur beings, and they're all benign. They were all originally good. For 750 billion years, all of our races got along. There was no problems with Armatena, Vega, and planet Avion. But when the fall happened, when the fallen angelic war started happening, then the reptilians, they all left and went to Orion. The insects, reptilians, and the Ceres, birds. Well, the Ceres are good still. Remember, you heard me say Ceres Egyptian, which was King Solomon's wife? Okay, so, and the Anunnaki used to be on Avion, the original Jehovian. I'm not talking about the Niburians. I'm talking about the original ones. They went to Sirius A. The humans were in Sirius B. Neighbors, what's up? Anunnaki, what's up? Jehovah, what's up, Yahweh? Fallen ones, we love you. Grow up. Go do some healing. Come back with us. We'll party. What's up? So, that's some history of the Christos Vatos. Those 3, okay? They came from this conversation about flat Earth. Kachiwa Masutas. Hey, you guys, if you believe in flat Earth, you know, we're not judging you. Okay, this guy asked us a question, we gave an answer. You guys don't have to, like I said before, that's what's cool and easygoing about the Christos people. You don't have to agree with us. We can peacefully agree to disagree. Machiwa. And remember, you started talking about science and talk about this ball flying in and all, you know, this dramatic thing. You guys, your science is bullshit. Your religion is bullshit. Your history is bullshit. Hello! Do you think people really understand what the shape of the planet is, much less what is going on in our history? Much less what's going on in your science? Who still think things are physical?
What? Nothing's physical. You got a whole freaking illusion going on. Somebody's talking about turmeric. No, the earth is not flat. That's what the whole past half hour has been about. And you guys don't have to agree. Machiwa. Kundalini. Kundalini is not the shit either. Kundalini is lowly shit. I mean, it's awesome to us, right? We love Kundalini because that's where we are. We're in the level of Kundalini. Kundalini is life force energy. It comes from God. It comes from Creator, all the way down the Merkaba of the different densities. The universal Merkaba comes down through the Kathara, Merkaba, all the different planets down to Earth. It gets to us. It gets to the planet, feeds the planet energy, consciousness, and then it feeds all the life on Earth. It's coming from Kundalini, but that's the end of the pipeline. Okay, there's more life, greater life force. You guys, if the reality field is dimensionalized, if it's densified, well, there's going to be a spectrum of life force energy. And at the bottom of the spectrum is Kundalini. It's not the shit. We're just clarifying some things. After Kundalini is something called Maharata, which is the Christos energy. Density 4 is where you will find this Maharata. It's greater than Kundalini, but it is still a lowly energy. Now you move to what? The Kirashe, which is the primal light fields of all of those, you would say, collectives that are the creators of all the ETs. They're called metaterrestrials. The metaterrestrials collectives, blue flame, violet flame, gold flame, specifically called Elohai, Elohim, the fallen. Seraphi, the fallen ones are called Seraphim. And the Brahmarama, violet flame. They all created extraterrestrial races, but they themselves are called metaterrestrials because they're outside of the densification. You see, they're outside of body. They're in antimatter. No, I pronounced it wrong. Antimatter. There's something called antimatter. This is not antimatter. This is antimatter. This is part of the particle physics. The Guardians teach us this physics. Joshua 12 was teaching you these physics. Okay, you're going to learn that it's a system. This life force energy is feeding you, right? It's feeding all the planets and the people. And what happens when some being, like a demon or fallen angel, goes into the phantom? They're not in the physical living universe anymore. They don't have chakra, what the Guardians called Templar. They don't have aura, which the Guardians called particle fields. They don't have particle fields. They don't have life force. They don't have Kundalini. They don't have Christos energy, Maharata. They don't have Kirashe. They don't have Kundare. They cut themselves off from that. They are in the phantom matrix. Okay, we have a parallel matrix, but there's also a phantom where there is no life force. Not even any Kundalini. That's why they're phantoms. That's why they're vampires. They're in a finite system. I wish I had my computer. I would be showing you my diagram. I will start showing you my diagram again when I get to my house. When I get to our house, so you will see it all laid out. If you guys want to see this diagram now, it's available if you become a member for $5, because that is just an extra gift given to you when you become a member. And you will see it. It's a large download because it's like 3 megabytes or something. But it will show you large. You can zoom in and it's still clear. You will see all the years that you go through in your ascension. You'll see the different races that are involved in the human drama. It's like 100 different races. There's more than that in the universe, of course. But the ones that we deal with, we talk about a lot of these races. The Odedicron. What's that? It's a reptile, half avian bird being. Like a gargoyle, fallen angelic. What's a Omicron? That's a insectoid dinosaur dragon moth. They're the ones that create the draconians, dragons. That's another race, draconians, Dracon,
dragon. They're bipedal, upright, with wings, okay, with tails. Hello. Those are the badasses that are causing us a lot of problem. But they too have creators. Okay, so we have Ceres, bird people. We talked about that, combining with the human Lemurians to create something called the Ceres Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians, who had these long heads. Nefertiti, long head, not only human, alien, extraterrestrial, but also part human. Look at what they look like. Why do they have these long hats? They're hiding their long head. They're part of royalty. Okay? Not all of them are good. Right? We have the fallen angelics creating their dark illuminated ones. What do you think the Neanderthal is? And Cro-Magnon. Those are levels of these beings. Of these, they call them Leviathan. It's also in Voyagers too. You're going to learn that the actually, you know, I can't say the key word, dark illuminated ones. You know who I'm talking about? Well, their real race, they have a race name. It's called Leviathan. And what the guardian races did, they wanted to heal this race, right? Because it became distorted. It was part human, part something else, other. Well, the guardians wanted to repair it, fix it in progressions. Neanderthal, Cro-Magnon 1, Cro-Magnon 2, Cro-Magnon 3, Cro-Magnon 4, Cro-Magnon 5. That's where these freaking Illuminati are dark illuminated ones coming from. That's where the dark illuminated ones are coming from, vatos. And those Cro-Magnons that are supposedly what? Those are the levels of healing and fixes in the DNA that the Guardians did. I think it was 50,000 years ago. It was a long time ago. When the Luciferian covenant happened, they created races with humans on Earth, and the Guardians fixed some of them, and that's what your freaking scientists are finding in the Neanderthals and Cro-Magnons, vatos. We didn't come from apes. There is no missing link. You fell to that level. We're falling to this level. You look less and less like your original self. You don't look like Christos no more. You guys, isn't it a trip? We have humans on Earth, and you look around at animals and birds. Why is there animals and birds in higher levels of reality? Hello? Cats came before humans. I don't mean cat, little pets. Meow, meow. Feline hominids came before human. Reptilians came before humans. Everything came before humans because we didn't come until density 2. All those races I mentioned in Armentana and Vega and Avion, including the feline hominids, blue flame. Gold flame are reptilians, dinosaurs, insectoids, praying mantis, and bird people. Violet flame, dolphins, whale people, aquatic apes, Pegasus, unicorns, deers. You have all these different sources of creation that became before humans. Why you see dinosaurs? It's because it's a part of the DNA from way up there. Why you see reptiles and lizards and lizard people? Because it's from the DNA way up there. Humans, there's no human DNA way up there. What you talking about, Willis? We're only DNA going up to density 2. Why do you think the Egyptian hieroglyphs have animal people? Why is Thoth an ibis, or why is this other being got another animal head? Why does that? Because that's what they are up there. They don't look like we see pictures of animals here. Man, they're freaking glorious. They're glorious up there, man. And if you connect to your Christos, you will see them. I'm a testimony of that. Some of you witnessed those beings. I've heard you guys talk about seeing them.
Okay? So these fallen angels, they try to get to you. They try to trick you. They try to lead you on and get on their side through channeling. Might as well call it body snatching when you give in to them. Because when you're channeling, which the guardians don't teach, we talk about interdimensional communication, not channeling. I made a video about this. Please check it out. It's in my Master Templar series. Channeling is part of the New Age. It's called the New Age channeling movement, and it started at the turn of the century, 1900. They're recruiting you, vatos. They're finding you, getting you on their side, chosen ones. Oh, I'm a chosen one. Yes, you are chosen, right? You've been chosen, all right? You're channeling. Oh, I'm an angel channel. Oh, I channel the Galactic Federation. I channel Archangel Michael. I channel Ariel. I channel these wonderful beings. First of all, you're not supposed to be channeling. And second of all, they're not what you think they are. That's the problem. There's so much distortion, you don't know the difference. You don't even know what is God anymore. You think God is angry and burning anger. You think God is going to judge you and cast spells at you like he's a black magician or something. He's angry. He says in your Bible, I hate you, Israel. Wow. God, creator, unconditional love does not hate. So when we start talking about Christ consciousness, well, it's not what you hear the New Age talking about. See, they have to talk about it and distort it. So now you don't know the difference. You hearing that? That's what they do in our political world, right? It's called a false flag. I don't want to throw those political hashtags out there, but when you get they create the problem and give you the solution. They do that in religion. The fallen angels do this. Oh, there was a Jeshua, a real Jesus. Oh, now there's fake Jesus. Oh, there was a real holy religions. Oh, now there's fake religions. Oh, there was really a history here, but now it's been twisted and now it's a fake one. Understand? People are completely oblivious, but the Christos is bringing it back. You know, when I've seen these beings, man, when I've seen, man, they're returning, and these other beings are going, understand? Christos is coming, and they're freaking running out. The founder races are returning and bringing a new consciousness. You're experiencing some of that tonight. The guardians are within indigo children. We are the guardians. We're coming through. Some of you are starseed. Some of you are from these worlds, meant to teach Christos, law of one. That's a universal thing. You're living that way, and you're talking that way. You're walking it. You're not giving lip service to Christianity, to Christos. Okay? You don't say you're this and that, but don't act that way. We are living examples. We are embodiments of these guardians. And maybe you forgot. You bumped your head. You got so many distortions on earth right now. You lost your way. Even a mighty indigo can get lost. Even an indigo can turn to the dark side and become a chosen one. Oh, I'm a chosen one. You're not. You see how that works? It's taking all our equal, all our God into, no, there's a hierarchy. Like Archangel Michael is greater than this angel is greater than that angel. There's no hierarchy in God, vatos.
We're all equal in the law of one. We're all one. We're all creators, creations. We're all the creator. Machiwa. I gotta put this glasses always in the same place, right? Thank you guys for being here on my live. There's 75 of you. You get Sylvia, Christopher. Is that Al or AI? Capital AI. Cali Menthol. Toronto Night King. You're getting some new people in here. Flow White Bow. Spiral Anomaly. Renita Burr. What's up, Pato Locos? Yeah, it's a strange brew. Well, when you start talking about Jesus or Christ, you're gonna get a lot of different perspectives. Awakening Sauce. Can someone tell me about the island? The thing in the middle of the space actually looks like Egyptian architect. I must have missed part of that conversation. Someone forced G to come here. Yeah, you're God sovereign free, Vato. You don't have to be forced to do nothing. Whoever forcing you is a vampire. As anyone telling you to come here is toxic. Run! They're not your friend. It's called, you don't go against people's free will. As above, so below, says Megan. Isn't that true? It's called the microcosm, you know, reflected in the micro. Okay? The planet has Templar chakra. Your body has, all humans have. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but let's say you were born with no arm or born with no leg. Your anatomy, you still have spiritual anatomy. You still have the same chakra like everyone else. You're not missing a chakra. Everyone here has the same opportunity. It just depends on your circumstance, your distortions, your consciousness. So it's just so sad that there's beings who are trying to do that. Even our own people will turn against the other fellow humans for profit, for power, for control. That's all phantom. That's all wicked. That's all vampiric. That's not what we represent in our light. You're a light being, that means you shine light. Are you shining your light? Are you representing light? Are you speaking light? Or are you still in relationships that are toxic? Are you still having narcissistic conversations? Are you still in vampiric belief systems? You see, you can't blame anyone but yourself. Don't be suckered. Don't be food for some vampire. It's time for you to be liberated, Holy Ones. And you learn about Asha Nadine and the Voyager's material. You learn about the freedom teachings, they're called. You learn about innerchristos. And notice that first word, inner Christ, is within. You're no lowly, inferior, sinful human. Okay? That was put on you. You say, Thavian, but there's so much wickedness in the world. Exactly. Once again, fallen angels who have corrupted religions, the holy books. Even in Voyagers 2, it talks again about there was originally 12 religions. Why? Because there was 12 tribes. There was 12 holy books. Not anymore. It's all distorted and corrupted and dark shit that teaches you the false creeds of fear, guilt, shame, subservience, inequality with women, putting the abusing the animal kingdoms, the plant kingdoms. That's the old paradigm. Okay, so there's a bunch of billions of people going that way. Billions of people. Go Google search. How many people follow Christianity? Check. if there's 8 billion and there's billions of people following religion, whoa! So billions of people are going into that fallen earth. When you guys understand ascension, this is the light of earth, the light consciousness of earth rising, ascending. Well, what about the rest of the planet? With the rest of the non-light consciousness, it falls. Where's it fall? Fall means down. Okay, you're falling into a lower earth. Okay? So some humans are ascending. What religion calls rapture. Some humans are falling. Okay? So what is your thoughts? Look at your thoughts. Because what you think in your life and how you treat other humans is what you serve. Okay? You serve this? You see where you're going? Or do you serve the true Christos, unconditional love, guardian, all guardian angelic nations follow? You're the ones ascending, Vatos. What is in your heart? What is in your consciousness? What is in your understanding? Are you blessed in your thoughts? Blessed beings, you are these holy starseed indigo children. They're called priest kings for a reason. We're called Magi, Holy Grail line. Do you know what Magi kings are? Do you know what Holy Grail is for real? Not some cup, not some juice, not some missing magical cup you must find. No. Holy Grail line is what these Magi King indigo children are. It's a DNA. It's a people. It's Christos, homies. You call yourself indigo, you call yourself starseed, guess what? You're one of these Christos beings. Just like God does, God downsteps itself. Indigo avatars and beyond. Let me correct myself. Indigos are actually coming from Rishi level, density 5. Or, there's an or, density 5 or ascended mastery. So, damn. These beings, which Ashana lovingly calls Iyani. Okay? Those ascended masters, that race line, Jeshua's line, that line, these are Melchizedek's ascended masters, coming way from up there, down into density 2, make a soul contract, then continue down through Sirius SG6, go to density 1 Earth, and become alive. So Jeshua did this. He went all the way down through Sirius SG6, came into Earth, and is going to go back that way. Joshua was 12, was not sacrificed. Joshua 12 did not die. Joshua 12 used his own ascension mechanics to return back to those levels. Same with you guys. You're going to ascend, you call rapture, or they actually are saying come back alive. Oh, he's dead. No, he didn't die. He wasn't sacrificed either. Joshua 9 was. We mentioned that earlier. So this being, I just want to say, guys, this is interesting. This is very interesting, and I feel compelled to say it. It's also in Voyagers 2. And maybe you don't believe it, but this is part of the Guardian teachings. Joshua 12 is one of 6 silent avatars that have been born recently since the year 2000. Well, there's some that were born a little bit before the year 2000, but these 6 silent avatars, and you know what Avatar is. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the density 4 beings. Spirit that comes down to density 1. Jeshua is returning. Is probably already here. is one of the indigos, is one of the guardians. Just saying. It's not about Jeshua. It's not about some Messiah. Guardians are not saviors. I'm not trying to be unloving to your religion. Just realize all tonight conversation was trying to reveal you the distortions and remind you, holy ones, of your true identity, of your true potential, excuse me, waiting within you. You're only separated by it from your own distortions. And the teachings teach you how to heal those distortions in your consciousness, in your chakra called Templar, all the way up, beyond the crown, not with the New Age saying you only have 7 chakra. Bullshit. You have 12 minimum. 12, homie. Regain that. Reclaim it. It's yours. And guess what? Some of these indigos, they have 24 strands. Some of them have 36. Some have 48. Jeshua had 12. Well, that's what he had activated. Jeshua actually had, that's 48 strands. But he had 12 activated. You guys have to understand maybe some like even electrical concepts. You can't take certain surges and put it in a smaller surge. So that's called turning off your strands when you come down. Jeshua turned off 36 strands just to be here. But he, according to the Guardians, is the last one that had 12 activated. Like you and me, right? Most of us are just like activated up to here or here or here or whatever. I feel at least up to, you know, there, beyond, but not, these are openings. How much is it open? This or this? Well, Jeshua was all the way open. Our goal is to also become fully activated, fully awakened, fully enlightened. Then we're living, breathing, ascended masters on earth. Not just Jeshua, not just Ashana, not just John the Baptist. Okay? So, holy ones. Mokoye. Thank you for joining my live. I do this for you. I hope you guys are going to come back. Yeah? Let me see what time it is. We'll be talking more stuff about spiritual awakening on this channel. You guys, if you've liked anything I've said tonight, something reached you, something touched you, something activated you, please support Christos Avatar. There is so much now on my plate. We need help to grow, to meet this. You know, we have 23,000 people now on YouTube. A month ago, we only had like 18, 19. It's blown up, right? There's 110,000 of you on my Instagram. Damn, right? There's, I think, 81,000 on TikTok. So you guys want to go to those other platforms if you like that content there. Those are all short videos. But if you want to see these long videos, this is where you come, my YouTube channel. I don't do long videos like this on those other platforms. If you guys want to reach me, please send me a direct message on Instagram. If there's a lot of toxic energy in your message, I will not answer it. I'm just telling you lovingly. There's also, you can write me on Facebook. You guys realize I can't answer 200,000 people. Sometimes if you want to reach me truly, you're going to have to at least come and join us. Join us. That's where the priority is, in the group, in the membership, where we can say, hey, we're the ones taking this stuff seriously. We're not just talking it, we're walking it. And we're sharing the links, we're sharing the info. I'm not doing no copyright bullshit. I'm sending you where it's at, where it's out there. You can find it. We'll help you find it. You want to learn from Ashiana's and her new work? Check out her site, patos. I don't know if she'll answer any messages. She's very private, and so you can try. But here at Christos Avatar, we're active 2023, speaking about this every single day. Come back, you guys. Learn some more, download some more codes. Let's grow and heal together. Let's expand our consciousness together. And I know there was one more there. Let me check. There it is. Thank you so much, you guys, to all my members who are supporting already Christos Avatar. Thank you to all those who made donations tonight. Thank you guys for being here. And I honor you. I came from Christianity too, man. I was born into it, literally forced into it. I didn't know better. You didn't know better. We don't know better until we do, until we have this choice. This material, this knowledge, Christ consciousness, Christos Avatar, the Christos teachings, okay, it will break it down so you can realize it within yourself or not. Okay? I love you, man. I know what this darkness is. And I know that some of you are magi kings. You're priest kings. You're holy grails from Atlantis. You're spiritual badasses. I love you. Don't let any organization, any religion, any individual, politician, or whatever tell you different. Because you are always sacred. You're always in your DNA. You have the connection to Christos and to these people, to these beings. You're blessed. I love you. Thank you for the courage to even check other knowledge out there. Mokuya. It's not sinful to God. It's not wrong to look for knowledge that awakens you. Hello. Kaya Chiwa. Since someone said earlier to sing, I will sing this again. Liren. And it's on my membership. You can find it for free. It's out there in Ashiana's work. Shaddai Ure Akuntum. Shaddai Ure Akuntum. Shaddai Ure Akuntum. That connects you to the blue flame, Batos, 13th dimension. Holy Elohai, who I pray to every day. Machiwa. Here's a little song it's called the Son. They spell it P-S-O-N-N, the Son of Orion. Om Edai Patuma, Om Edai Patuma, Patuma Edeta Ekumna. There's a SoundCloud file so you can hear exactly how good people sing it. Om Edai Patuma, Treti la idurna, Treti la idurna, Durma ekenta ekuna, Omedai patuma. Sing with the Anuhazi, sing with your Lyran roots, learn this true code. Vatos, you are Christ, returning to earth, Machiwa. Ya chica masitas. Kuma.